Yo, what's going on? What's happening? I'm gonna attempt to answer a question that the black community has been trying to answer for the longest. For real. I'm gonna give you my personal opinion, and you may say, well, what are you talking about? Towards the question. And that big question is, why is it that black people hold one another down, pull one another down, or just, layman's terms, we suffer from the crabs in a barrel mentality. And I want to say this before I even get to it. First and foremost, crabs don't even belong in a barrel. That's the first thing. They belong in an ocean. But in this particular case, the barrel is what represents the United States. And the crabs that pull one another down are the ones that don't want to see other crabs or see crabs that look like them, that walk like them, that talk like them, make it out of the barrel to the ocean, where the ocean is limitless. You can be totally autonomous, independent, sovereign in the ocean. But in this barrel, you have to have this slave type mentality. Straight up. And other crabs that may look like you, think like you, walk like you, talk like you, don't want to see anyone make it out of the barrel because of the fact that they suffer from insecurity and laziness. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, never tell anyone of any ethnic race or background your plans. Never. Always do what you think or know what's in your mind to do, and that'll let them know what you're doing. But never tell people your plans ahead of time. Like if you want to move to another state, don't let nobody know that you plan on moving. Specifically black people, because they're quick to tear you down. And the reason why they're quick to tear you down is because of the fact that in their minds, when you're telling them what you want to do, they're computing it and they're saying, well, there's no way in the world I can move out of the state. I can give you several examples. If you plan on buying a brand new car, they're going to have they're going to use the same type of mentality. There's no way in the world I could buy a car. So if I can't buy a car, the person that's telling me that looks like me, talk like me, walk like me, stays in the same community, right, as I do, if I can't buy it, I know this nigga can't. They're plain and simple. They're insecure. And then lazy as well. Because if you were to make it out of the barrel, right? And you're in that ocean and they can see it, that crab that walks like you, talk like you, comes from the same environment. That crab sees you out there in the ocean and you got your own food, your house and all of this stuff. Right? They can't make excuses anymore towards why they living in the hood, why they doing bad. Because the person that's out there in the ocean that's doing great for themselves came from the same environment, had to suffer from the same adversities as this other crab did, yet and still this crab is still stuck in the hood. So it's easy for us to knock one another down. Because we want everybody to be on the same playing ground as we are. But everybody's not like that. All black people are not like that. Some black people want to get the hell out of here. Metaphorically speaking and realistically speaking, some people really want to get the hell out of here. The mentality that black people have, the crabs in a bucket mentality, a barrel, whatever you want to call it. And then also, literally, really get the fuck out of the United States. We're not a monolithic type of people. Straight up. Real talk. White America has typecast us into being a monolithic type of people. Real shit. That's what they done. But at the end of the day, this is real shit. There are some hard-working black folks that will do any and everything to achieve whatever goal that they put their minds to. There's some hard-working black folks that will sacrifice to get to whatever top that they feel as though that they need to get to. It's real shit. I can say I'm one of them. And I don't give a fuck what people say. Because black people always got some shit to say. And you'll be a fool to listen to those particular black folks that got some shit to say. Black folks that are successful ain't got time to hear that shit. That's real shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, every now and then the shit get to me. I'm not perfect. But always, at least, keep this in mind. And I'm like I said, I'm not perfect, but it's like, why argue with a fool? That's the thought process that I have. When people leave stupid ass comments like, man, why you drink all this water? Okay, well, this is a 20 to 30 minute video, right? That's the first thing. I'm giving you an example of ignorance. I'm giving you an example of the crab in a barrel mentality. First and foremost, this is a pint of water. Is it full? No. I don't think I've ever had this pint of water full each and every time I've done a video. That's the first thing. The second thing is, even if I were to just drink this whole thing within this video, that would be enough for a day. But see, the problem is, every fucking time I do this, it bothers you. You want to know why it bothers you? And the reason why I always drink water on every video that I do? Because it lets you know that your punk ass should be drinking water too. I do this, I drink water intentionally. Straight up. To let black people know that, what time is it? I think it's about 2 something. It's about 2:30 this afternoon. Have you had your water today? Real shit. But see, that's the lazy people that say shit like that. That's the crab in a bucket type motherfuckers. Talking about some why you drink so much water. That shit don't make sense. If I just drink this today, I don't think that this is enough. But I'm just saying, if I just drink this pint of water today, that's sufficient. It's not too much. I've heard stupid shit like black people saying, well, he gonna wind up hurting himself. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing where you overhydrate yourself. You the same type of motherfucker that be putting butter on 3rd-degree burns and think that shit work? The ignorance. Shit, I remember when I was young, I listened to an old lady told me, when I had the pink eye, well, all you had to do is just take some urine and pour it in your eye. That shit burnt the fuck out of my eyes. My eye. Right after I did that dumb shit, because I was listening to old grandmama, thinking that she know everything. And I ain't saying my grandmother, some old lady. You know, she had the home remedies and shit. Right after that, I had to be rushed to the hospital for pouring drips of waste in my fucking pink eye. Excuse me. But yeah, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. And I don't want to hear all of that. Oh, well, the reason why black people, got this crab in a bucket or barrel mentality, and we want to see one another down is because of the Willie Lynch letters. Well, first and foremost, to be factual with you, we don't even know if Willie Lynch ever existed. That's the first thing. The second thing is, it's 2024. And everybody walking around this bitch saying, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Wait, let me tell you something. One thing about a boss is that y'all fail to, realize is that a boss thinks for him or herself. So it don't make a difference whether Willie Lynch existed or the letters went around the whole world or whatever have you. You have your own what? Mind. That's real shit. And you be thinking that these dudes that be running around here in the hood be shooting and killing each other. You say, oh man, that's the Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I'm saying? It's blacks against blacks and it's colorism and it's young people against old people and this and that and so forth. And we're learning to hate each other and hate our color of our skin and our hair. And this is the reason why you got black people shooting at each other. Black people know right from wrong. Because let me tell you something. We shoot and kill each other, but those same thugs talking about I'm a thug and I'm this and I'm that, and they got their chests all out, you know what I'm saying? They the man in the streets. Well, guess what? They the man in the streets. They demand respect in the streets. Well, those same thugs that demand respect in the streets sure as hell don't demand respect in a court of law. They don't demand respect from the judge, Your Honor, and the prosecution. They give it. Whenever the judge or the prosecution asks questions, the same thug that went around talking about he demand respect and this is my block and I'll shoot you in your face and all the rest of that shit is answering questions with yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. So we know the difference. We choose to have the nigga mentality in 2024. Maybe you can run that shit to me when we were picking cotton, that Willie Lynch syndrome shit. Or you may say, well, the thug, he's suffering from Stockholm syndrome when he says yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. And, we just taught, that the white man is authority figure. Oh, man, you can run all of that bullshit all you want. Back in the days, it might have worked, but not in 2024. We know the difference. Black people choose to have that type of mentality because of their insecurities and laziness. It's easy for you to talk down on someone and make it so that person won't get the opportunity to live out his or her dreams. Because you ain't worth shit. You ain't gonna get up off your ass. Straight up. I hear this all the time in the comment section of the videos that I do about black people. They'll say, well, man, everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. You're right. Everybody's not meant to live in a free world. In a free world, I'm talking about free world, real world, meaning that, you on your own, you're independent. Some people are meant, specifically black, some black people are meant to be workers, 9 to 5. That's all. That's the only worth that they are, the only contribution that they can give towards American society, let alone themselves and their family. While others such as myself, right? We want more. Fuck the bucket. I want to know what that ocean like. That's what I strive for. They say the sky's the limit. No, it's not. I can tell you to be a fat. Now some people may say, hey, Langston, what do you mean? You can tell me to be a fat. You going out into space? No, I haven't. But I can tell you this, the reason why I can say it's factual is because of the fact that they got 2 astronauts stranded in the space station right now. And they tell NASA is saying that we ain't coming to get y'all niggas until next year, February. You got motherfuckers just floating just like this. Shit. What if? Before those 2 dudes, excuse me, the dude and the chick that's stranded in space, what if by chance they would just, we're going to rewind it. They just got into the NASA program. And they had them a typecast black person. One of them monolithic niggas. They had a friend like that. And they told their friend, yo, hey, listen, man, I just joined the NASA program, man. And, man, I might be going to space. Well, I know what you're going to say. Those people are white. So black people will be like, man, good looking and this and that. Well, let's just turn, let's just make this, let's turn the tone down and make it a little darker. So what if those same 2 white people that's stranded in space were black? And they were talking to another black person. Well, guess what? That other black person would be like, nah. Nigga, you ain't never going to space. First of all, you're too damn dark. They make jokes of it too. Not only are they insecure and lazy, but they'll make a joke or a mockery of what you want to do, who you want to be, your achievements and goals in life. Like laughing it off. And another thing is, they ain't gonna never send niggas out of space. That's why I don't listen to the monolithic niggas, man. Real shit. Hey, Pretty Ricky, my fault. If you didn't want me to say this, but this is a good example. When Pretty Ricky had achieved, the amount of money that he wanted to make, a couple years back, you know who he told? He might have later on told his family. Probably not. The first person he told, at least to my recollection, at least that's what he told me, was me. Because he knew that I was going to celebration time. Come on. Have a good time. There's a party going on right here. And it might have been. It wasn't Mike. I was celebrating. He never stopped by and dropped anyone's on me. Didn't have to. I didn't need nothing from him. All I needed to know was there was another black man that made it. That man, my brother, the numbers that he set out to get, he been trying to do that for years. And to hear that he did it was good enough for me. Why can't we have that same type of feeling and of joy that I had and other people like me have when we hear that another brother and sister achieved their goals? Then now I see my brother out there in that ocean and he's doing good. Now you can't tell me if you from Pink House Projects, Brownsville, you can't tell me. Brooklyn, you can't tell me. There's no possible way you can't make it out of it. Because Pretty Ricky did. Can't run that shit by me. Can't give me no excuses. Because I saw that man work his ass, bust his ass. I seen him. Whatever he had to do, he did it. He got the job done. And one day I'll have him come up here and tell his whole story. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Mess me with it. I live in a middle-class neighborhood. A lot of people that live in the community, they graduated from college. You know, they did it the right way, quote unquote. Had I listened to all of the people, black folks, that told me I had to do it this way. Pre-K, kindergarten, K to 8th grade, then 8th grade to 12th, and then 4 years of college, go in debt, get your degree, go out there to the work field, and then you can live in a nice neighborhood like this. Had I listened, I wouldn't be right here, because I did it my way, and I got just as much shit as all these motherfuckers on my block got. I know, because they lift up their garage, and I see the shit that they got, that they have. That plain and simple. Well, with the exception of my mountain bike, you know, I'm bringing that up because I'm about to say some shit that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section of a video that I did. And I mentioned that my mountain bike got stolen. You know, with the exception of my mountain bike, I no longer have my mountain bike because one morning I decided to exercise. Right? I wanted to, you know, include an errand that I had to run. I wanted to include to include some exercise in it. So I decided that I wanted to get on my bike, and I did. I got on my bike and I hit the bike to the grocery store. Put the lock on the bike. It's about 11 something in the morning. I go inside, got me some portobello mushrooms, some ginger. I know exactly what I'm gonna make tonight. I'm not thinking while I'm getting portobello mushrooms, ginger, kale, red onions. I'm not thinking that while I'm doing that, somebody's jigging and fucking with my lock to take my bike. So then I come out, because I'm not thinking. And then also I got the blicky on me. But see, hey. It don't matter whether you got that or not, because, you know, in the comment section, this dude said it. He's 100% right. Everybody in North Carolina has one. But I'm just saying, in my mind, who gonna take my shit? And I'm packing. Anyway, I come out, la. Damn. Somebody took my bike. I had to walk home. That's how furious I was. I had the money to catch an Uber, but I was so fucking mad that I had to walk home, and I was looking for this motherfucker, like walking fast, like as if I was gonna find him. He could have went in 5 different directions based on the way that the public grocery store is situated. He could have went that way. He could have went east, west, north, south. I don't know. He could have hid in the fucking bathroom for all I know. Didn't know how the motherfucker looked. Because I didn't see nobody. All I saw was a lock on the goddamn fucking bike rack and my bike gone. And you know what this nigga had to say? This monolithic nigga in the comment section of the video that I did, and I explained to people that my bike got stolen. This nigga said no grown ass man shouldn't be riding a bike to the store anyway. I knew it had to be a nigga, because only niggas say shit like that. I could give you tons of people that ride a bike to the grocery store. Black and non-black, based on the area that I live in. I've seen a car just the other day. I was riding my bike, about 2 weeks ago, I was riding my bike to Target to get some shit. And you know who pulled up right beside me to lock his bike rack up? Excuse me, his bike up, as well as his daughter's? A Caucasian man. Maybe in your community, maybe in your dwarfed mind, the way that you define a man is a man that drives. See, I can tell you a lazy motherfucker. And you suffer from insecurities. You probably don't even know how to ride a bike, one. And two, you probably fat and lazy. So the only thing you good for is getting your fat ass in the goddamn car and driving to the goddamn grocery store. But there's so many people that ride their bikes, especially in metropolitan areas, such as Atlanta, New York City, Los Angeles. The list goes on. That's that crabs in the barrel mentality. Straight up. You drink too much water. Let me tell you something straight up, and I'm going to get out of here. If I listen to these monolithic niggas, for real, I'll be fat, out of shape, grayed the fuck up, bald-headed. My old lady wouldn't want me. My children wouldn't want me. I'd just be nothing in life. That's why it pays to listen to yourself. That's why it pays to listen to that small voice. It's crazy, but it's that small voice in your head that's telling you right. It's them big voices. You gotta push them out. Straight up. You gotta push it along. Push it along. Push it along. Yeah, push it along. You gotta get them out of your mind. It's that small little inner voice that's telling you right. I tell you straight up, if you black, and this just goes across the board. You don't have to be black. Across the board. Don't listen to what anybody got to tell you about you. You know yourself more than anyone knows yourself. Knows you. For motherfucker tell you can't, you better. You better. Fuck them niggas. I don't care if they're your family member. I don't care if they're your friends. I don't care if they're your wife. I don't care if they're your husband. My son just told me the other day he want to build a ship to go to Mars. You know what I said? I said, yo, man, that's going to be kind of challenging. But, yo, I think you can do it. Straight up. Could you imagine? I don't know who invented the microwave, the TV, and the lights. But could you imagine, let's say the person that invented the microwave, could you imagine him talking to a monolithic nigga? Or just overall, just a regular ass negative person? Hey, listen, man. See here, man. I'm gonna tell you. This back in the, I don't know when the microwaves were first created, but let's just say this back in the 40s, right? Hey, man, listen, man. I want to build this thing. It's like a stove, but it's a smaller version of it, right? And in that stove, you know what I'm saying? You can cook some steaks and you can cook fries and things like that at a higher rate, a quicker rate, you know what I'm saying, than an oven. You know what I'm saying? And the way that I'm gonna do it, you know, I'm gonna have like the like microwaves and microwaves hitting inside and bouncing back and you know what I'm saying, frying up the molecules and the atoms and all of, you know, all that scientific shit. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just trying to, you know, sound smart, but you know I'm stupid. But you know where I'm coming from, right? So, you know, I could cook a steak in like 5 minutes. And then there's this dude right here, like, so let me get this right. You talking about downsizing a stove and putting it on the counter of in the kitchen. And steaks normally take about 45 minutes to bake inside an oven. You telling me you can do it in 10 in this small, like, rectangular box? Yeah, man, that's exactly what I'm saying. You've been smoking PCP, dust, fentanyl. Well, they ain't have fentanyl back then. Maybe they did. Fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? Pink crack. pink cocaine or something. Cause, the reason why I'm saying that is because at the end of the day, I never thought about it. And there ain't no way in the world I know I can't invent some shit like that. For one, because I ain't got the brain powers to do it, or to think, let alone think about creating an invention like that. And then the second thing is, I'm a lazy ass motherfucker. So I know if I'm that way, if I'm insecure, if I'm lazy, I know that I can't do it. I damn sure know that you can't. There won't be no microwaves around. If the dude said, you know what, you got a point, you right. Nah. People that have invented and innovated shit are some of the most strong-minded people on the planet. Real shit. Some of the most daredevil. I mean, these people should be president of the United States, man. Because they believe in themselves. Yes, yes. They were strong enough, powerful enough to believe in themselves. And that's the point that I'm making to you. Believe in yourself. And there's no telling what you'll be able to do, what you'll be able to accomplish in life. But see, I done dust them claws off, and I'm in that ocean. Fuck the bucket and the crabs in it. Or barrel, whatever one. I'm in the ocean, baby. Real talk. Swimming. Other than that, I'm out.